Her boyfriend's brother was the one who called 911. And what he showed police when they arrived is now part of the official record in the death of Hayden Panettiere. The actress who millions grew up watching as an indestructible cheerleader was found unresponsive in a South Carolina apartment on a Sunday afternoon. Within 30 minutes, she was gone. She was 36 years old. Today we're breaking down exactly what the newly released police report says, what her family and friends are saying, and why this loss is hitting Hollywood and an entire generation of fans especially hard. Because Hayden Panettiere's story is not just about one tragic afternoon. It's about a life lived entirely in the public eye, and the toll that took. Stick around, because there are details here that connect to a pattern we've sadly seen before with child stars, and by the end of this video you'll understand why so many people are calling this loss eerily familiar. Let's start with what actually happened that day. Panettiere was staying temporarily at an apartment complex in Greenville, South Carolina. She was not a South Carolina resident. Her home was in California. But she was there, and on Sunday afternoon, someone made a call that no one wants to make. According to the police report, it was her boyfriend's brother who first spoke with officers. He explained that Panettiere was his brother's girlfriend. His brother then showed police a bag containing her medications. Much of that section of the report has been blacked out, so the public doesn't know exactly what those medications were. Paramedics arrived and tried to revive her. It didn't work. She was pronounced dead at the scene. An autopsy was performed the very next day, and investigators say they found no signs of physical trauma. That's significant, because it rules out certain possibilities right away. But it also means the real answer is still unknown. The coroner's office says the official cause of death is still pending further toxicology testing. Now here's something that has fueled a lot of speculation online. Emergency dispatch audio, picked up through a public scanner site, reportedly referenced a possible overdose. Police have not confirmed that. They haven't denied it either. Right now, it's simply unconfirmed, and we want to be upfront with you that nothing official has connected her death to any specific cause yet. A neighbor in the building described hearing chaos in the hallway that afternoon. He said his cat started acting strangely right before he realized something was wrong. He later got an email from the property manager, asking all residents to stay quiet and avoid speaking to reporters. So that's the scene. Now let's talk about the people left behind, because the reaction to her death says a lot about the impact she had. Her ex-partner, Vladimir Klitschko, the Ukrainian boxing legend and father of her daughter, posted that his family was in shock and grieving deeply. He described her as someone with immense talent who also carried the weight of a brutally demanding industry. Her father released a statement calling her an incredible light who brought joy to everyone who knew her, on screen and off. Her mother, who Panettiere had publicly said she was estranged from, spoke through tears to a reporter, saying young people who grow up in entertainment often struggle to find their footing, and that she believes Hayden is now at peace with her brother. That's the second devastating loss for this family. Panettiere's younger brother, Jansen, also an actor, died back in 2023 at just 28 years old from a heart condition. She had spoken publicly, and painfully, about how his death broke something in her that never fully healed. Panettiere is survived by her 11-year-old daughter, who has been living with her father. Now let's rewind, because to really understand why this is hitting people so hard, you have to understand who Hayden Panettiere was before all of this. She started working as a baby, literally in commercials before she could walk. By the time she was a young child, she was already a soap opera actress playing storylines involving kidnapping and terminal illness. In her own memoir, released just months before her death, she wrote that those experiences taught her something dark. She learned that people paid attention to her when bad things happened to her character. That association, between suffering and being loved, stuck with her. At 17, she became a household name playing an unkillable cheerleader with the power to heal from any injury on the hit show, Heroes. The irony of that role, given what was happening behind the scenes, has not been lost on anyone this week. She later told interviewers that around that same age, someone on her team began giving her pills before red carpet appearances, just to help her seem energetic and upbeat for the cameras. She said that moment opened a door to addiction that would follow her for years. Here's the part of her story that so many people are only now processing. In her final months, Panettiere seemed to be turning a corner. She released a memoir just 3 months before she died. She had new film roles coming out. On a podcast recorded earlier this year, she said she finally felt like she'd shaken off the darkness, that she could feel new possibilities opening up in her life. Just 2 weeks before her death, she filmed an advocacy video for an animal rights campaign, lying in a bathtub, asking viewers to imagine what it feels like to be confined. Friends and former co-stars now describe feeling blindsided, saying she genuinely seemed to be coming back to life. That's what makes this so hard for people to sit with. This wasn't a story with obvious warning signs in the final chapter. It looked, from the outside, like a comeback. So what does this all mean going forward? Investigators are still waiting on toxicology results, so we may not have a full answer on cause of death for weeks. What we do know is that Panettiere's passing has reopened a much bigger conversation about what the entertainment industry does to kids who grow up inside it, and how often that damage doesn't show up until decades later, sometimes long after the world assumes someone has healed. Her story sits alongside other child stars who died far too young in recent years, and each time, the same questions get asked, and rarely get fully answered. If this story affected you, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think enough is being done to protect young performers in this industry? Hit like if you want us to keep covering stories like this with the facts, not the noise. And subscribe, because we've got more breaking entertainment coverage coming this week that you won't want to miss.